Hi. This is my Meet the Mun video. Um, Today's December 12th. I'm really nervous, so if I go all nuts or anything, don't freak out or anything. I'll eventually get back on track. I actually have a piece of paper here with notes. I was in advanced placement, sent me a lot of questions. I probably won't answer them all, but I'm going to answer some of them. Hope you like my hat and my shirt. I have this is like one of my most awesome shirts ever. I love it to death. And I've just been waiting for an excuse to wear the hat and the shirt together. So, I figured, I'm making a video, why not? And, just so you know, the hair, it's not really mine. I usually keep my hair really, really short because it's a hassle. But I like wearing different wigs, and this is one of my favorite ones. So I figured, why not? Also, as you can see, I wear glasses, but because of the way my computer and stuff is set up, there's like tons of glare on my lenses and you can't see my eyes. So I'm going to actually take them off for the rest of the video, which means I won't actually be able to see the screen, but that's okay because then I won't be focusing on looking at my, fat chubby face. All right, there we go. Also, just so you know, I am a smoker. I have an e-cig, and that would be my daughter coming up and sticking herself into my Meet the Mun video. In case you don't know, she RPs on Crowley for My Hellhounds Are Bigger, which is currently My Mistletoe is Bigger. And she also has a Dean blog that's Zeppelin Rules. She's getting involved in the Strictly Business Mafia-verse. She's really getting into that. She has an OC for that. And she also has a Stargate RP, and she's standing right behind me, trying to intimidate me. But
not trying to intimidate you. I just said I was gonna put a bomb. So.
Yeah. So yes, this is
You can't even see my face.
This is the Crowley Mun that you can't see the face. All you can see is the Okay, there you go. And so everybody, yes, we are definitely mom and daughter. We live in the same place, and so whenever you see us interacting on Tumblr, yeah, that's pretty much how we interact in real life. We're a strange pair. I'm not your typical mom sort of thing, Yes, for all of y'all who did not know, yes, I am a mom. I'm actually 39, and I have 3 kids. Of course, you saw Krause. She goes by Jaden. She's my middle kid. I have an older son who is currently a sophomore at Caltech, and a younger son who is a junior at Hebron High. He's in the marching band, and you might have seen either me or Krause. I'm just going to refer to her as Krause because that's how I think about her whenever I'm talking about Tumblr. You might have seen a post of the marching band drumline stuff that my youngest son does. Moving on, because I don't want this video to be like forever long, because I'm pretty sure people will lose interest and decide that I don't know where the kitten is. I don't know. He's over there. Okay, he went in the kitchen. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to really pay attention here. She was asking about where our kitten is. And yes, that would be Koshek, my kitten. He is, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for your kisses. He is about 3.5, 4 months old, and he is a little bastard. As you can see, he likes to try and attack and bite things. Say hi to the camera. No, say hi to the camera. Say, ah, ooh, yes. So that actually answers one of I was in advanced placements questions about pets. That's one of them, Koshek the cat. I also have a dog. Her name is Speckles. She's a blue heeler mix, and she hates cameras. So every time I try and turn a camera to her, she runs away. So you probably will not get to see her. I also have another dog. Um, Her name is Fletcher. She's actually more my partner's dog than mine. She's kind of short, stout, and blonde. She's kind of a lab mix, but she was mixed with something with a big broad chest and short legs, so she looks very odd, and she waddles because she's kind of fat. But, you know, she's sleeping in there with my partner, and yes. I also, just random thought thing throw out, I do have a partner. We've been together for almost 8 years now. She's really cool. Before her, obviously, I was married because, you know, I have children. um, and I was married for 12 years before I got divorced. So yes, I have been in 2 serious relationships at this point, and I really would like to, you know, keep it that way. I don't really want to, you know, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna move on now. Okay, questions. All right. Already talked about the pets. Already, you know, saw the crazy cat. Sometimes call him Little Bastard because he can be a pain in the ass. Right now, Speckles and Koshek are playing underneath my chair, so you might hear some growling and meowing and scuffling going on. That's just them playing. And it's really cool because Speckles really thinks that Koshek is her cat. She's a very, very strange dog. Alright, questions. Starting with the questions. I'm going to start with how did you find out about Tumblr? That is totally my daughter's fault. She's the one who told me about Tumblr a little over a year ago. And being the nosy bitch that I am, I figured I'd go check it out, you know. And, you know, I told her before I got on, because, you know, she is my daughter. We've got a really cool relationship and everything, but I told her, and I said, if it, like, is weird for me to be on Tumblr and you're on Tumblr, let me know, and, you know, I'll back off. But she's like, she was fine with it. So, yeah, I got on Tumblr, and I started off with one personal blog that currently does not have a lot of followers, and I don't really update on it much. I hardly ever am on it. And then I started a second blog that's related to certain mental health issues that I have, and I might get back to that later, and I might not. We'll see. And that blog has, like, I don't know, like 15 side blogs that goes along with it. One of them is a supernatural blog. It's the URL is We Are the Supernatural Fandom. Mostly it's just, you know, reblogs of GIF sets and photo sets and stuff like that for, you know, Supernatural and all that. Okay. And how did I get into RPing? Again, also my daughter's fault. I think it was like early November. She started talking about RPing, and I was like, I'd never done it before. Never. And I was like, I don't know if I should do this, but I figured, okay, I'll give it a try. And so, you know, it was really easy for me to figure out who I was gonna RP, even though I know there's a lot of people that RP Dean and Sam, but for me, it was a really easy choice. That would be Sam. Um, I decided to RP Sam mainly because I really relate to him really well. I mean, um, ironically enough, I actually did see the very first episode of the pilot episode. I actually saw it when it aired the first time I watched it, and I thought, oh wow, this is a really cool show. But I was having some issues at the time and figured that, maybe not the best show to watch. And then about a year and a half ago, my daughter's like all talking about Supernatural, and I'm going, Supernatural, that sounds familiar. So, she got me like back into it, and I am now like massive obsessed and so totally into it, and it just kind of scares me a little bit because I've never been into a show like this before. But the character of Sam Winchester, my God, I relate to him so much. I can't even, there aren't even words for how often I've seen him in a situation or trying to handle something and think, oh my God, that's like totally me. So, I guess maybe since people seem to think that I RPM really well, they seem to think I do a really good Sam. It's probably because I I understand him. I get him. I could be him in some instances. So, you know, I don't know, but he's just awesome. It's like I wish I could be his best friend. I think that would be like the most awesome thing in the world. Is to be able to be Sam Winchester's best friend. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna move on. Is he my first muse? Yes, he is. He is not my only one. I just recently created a Zoe blog. The URL for that is Alleyne, ALLEYNE dash wash. I created her mostly to join the Strictly Business Mafiaverse. She's going to be a weapons specialist for the demons. And I'm like all excited because I'm creating like a whole backstory for her and everything, which I really need to write up. But I also really want to create a Celine from Underworld um, RP blog because I think she is like one of the most awesome vampire characters ever. I think she is badass. I think she is awesome, and she is so fucking hot. It's not even. Okay, moving on because this video is getting kind of long. Oh my god. Let's see. Something I want to try and RP and haven't. Well, I mentioned Celine. I I love vampires. I always have. Way back in elementary school, I had this vampire thing. Like the first vampire book I read was Salem's Lot by Stephen King when I was like 12. So I was into vampires before vampires were like cool, and before they were like popular. Um, so I'm kind of weird. I'm very strange. Yes. Moving on. When is my birthday? My birthday is April 2nd. I wish that it wasn't because it's like right after April Fools, and it's I don't know. I don't know. I wish it was a different day. of the week. I don't know. I don't care about the month so much. I was actually due March 15th, and I think I would have preferred to have that as a birthday, but I was a late baby. Yes, I did not want to be born, and so, you know, they kind of had to force me out. But now I'm here. Okay. Is there a country I'd like to visit and haven't? Well, since I have never left the United States, and I don't count the little trip to Mexico when I was in elementary school, I don't count that because I don't remember it. I just know it happened. I would want to go to the UK because I've met a lot of people on Tumblr that live there, and I would like to meet them because I think it would be really cool. And I'm scared of large bodies of water, which, I'm not scared of flying exactly, but flying over water is a little bit freaky because I keep thinking, oh my god, what happens if the plane crashes? We're going to be out here in the middle of nowhere. So I don't know if it'll ever happen, not just because of my fear, but because I'm also poor. I'm actually on disability for physical and mental issues, so I don't have a lot of money. I pirate my internet. It's not even mine. There's an open. Well, actually, my daughter found the password to this one, and we've been using it for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. Shh, don't tell anybody. But yeah, I don't have a lot of money, and I'm mostly okay with that. So you know, it's just life, and I try and deal with it. Okay. Have I ever written a fic? Ah, this is my favorite thing. Okay, I have been writing since I was 9. I have lots of bits and pieces of original works that I've done, some that are actually finished, some that aren't. I actually have them up online somewhere, but and I'm not gonna like tell you the address unless you really, really want to know. And if you ask me, then yeah, I'll give you the link so you can read them. I also got into writing fanfics about a year ago, thanks to my daughter. Yes. I currently only have 3 fics and a drabble posted on AO3, Archive of Our Own. My username there is Amberfire, and there's actually a link to my AO3 account on my blog. So if you want to check those out, you can. I'm also working on a sequel to Defying Social Convention. If you decide to go read it, I haven't started typing it up yet, but I've got 33 handwritten pages, and I'm thinking now's about the time to start typing it up so it doesn't get out of hand. And whatever. Okay. Moving on, because the video is already 19 minutes long. Holy fuck. Unfortunately, I talk a lot, especially when I'm hyper or nervous. So yeah, that's why I'm rambling and babbling, and I'm moving on. Any tattoos? If not, have you ever wanted one? What about piercings? Okay. No, I do not actually have a tattoo. I would love to have sleeves on both arms from shoulder to wrist. And I actually have a design that I created several years ago that I want to be the central part of it, put it on my shoulder. If I ever get the money to do it, that's what I want to do. If I had a picture of it, I would show you, but I don't. But it's really cool. And um, I love tattoos. The only reason I don't have any is because I haven't been able to afford to get one. As far as piercings, right now the only piercings I have are my ears. I had pierced my nose at one point, and I really loved my nose ring. Unfortunately, several years ago, I got really sick and ended up having to have surgery, and they had to take it out. And since I was in the hospital for 9 days, my hole closed up, and I haven't gotten a chance to get it re-pierced. I'm thinking that maybe for my birthday next year, I'm probably gonna go get my nose re-pierced because I really miss my nose ring. Okay, 20 minutes and counting. Favorite hobby besides Tumblr and RPing would be reading and writing and playing Magic the Gathering. Um, I love Magic the Gathering. I have a friend that got me into it earlier this year, and I have a whole shelf over here that's nothing but Magic cards. I'm a little obsessive, so I have like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I actually have 8 different decks. 8 different decks that I play with. Yes. Um, and I don't get to play that often because I usually play with my friend, and she lives about 20 minutes away. So I only get to visit her like once a week. And so I only get to play whenever I'm down there, but whenever I do, I usually play with her. And she's always got like tons of people at her place, so whoever's around. Lately I've been on a very bad losing streak, but maybe my luck will change. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna stop there. um Before I do my shout outs, because I have a list of people that I wanna mention, because I think that they're really awesome and they've made my RPing experience really cool. Um, I did want to say this. I do, I think I mentioned on my About page that I do have several diagnosed mental conditions. I'm bipolar. Um, I have PTSD and generalized anxiety disorder, and oh, I hesitate to even say it, but DID, which is called dissociative identity disorder. It was known as multiple personality disorder in the past, and it's something that I've had to live with. In my particular case, it's because I had a very extremely traumatic childhood. I pretty much suffered from just about every abuse you could possibly imagine, mostly at the hands of my family, not completely. Um, and so that's a big part of why I don't really act my age, and why um, I bounce all over the place, and I know most people don't even notice or care, and it's only when I get triggered or I'm having a bad day or memories come up that it's even an issue. Um, if people are interested in it and they want to ask questions, that's fine. I don't mind answering questions. Um, I love answering questions, but it's also why, when I notice people are having a hard time, if there's someone that you know, I kind of feel a connection to, I'll talk to them because I've been there. Um, I've been through a lot. I've been in and out of psych hospitals, although I haven't been in a psych hospital for about 5 years now. Woohoo! Um, I don't know if that's something to be proud about. Um, and I have had periods where I was suicidal. This summer was extremely crazy for me because I was off all of my meds and my bipolar went crazy, and I was a literal insane person. Um, I am hesitate to say I'm in recovery from um, self-harm behavior. Um, I'm primarily a cutter, although sometimes I burn. I have a lot of scars. Um, I'm I don't try and really hide them on purpose because there's just really no point. I figure people are going to decide what they want and, whatever. But I also understand how it feels to be in that situation and dealing with that. So, you know, that's why I talk to people. Yeah. Ironically enough, as much as I don't like interacting with people in the real world, I really do like to be helpful. Okay. Moving on, because this video is now 27 minutes long and I still have to do shout outs. Oh my god. Alright, so these are my shout outs. Of course, I've already mentioned My Hellhounds Are Bigger. Crowley, that is my daughter. Follow her. She is awesome. And she told me not to promote her, but I'm doing it anyway because that's what I do. She also has a Dean blog, Zeppelin Rules. Check it out. It's awesome. Although she's not on there very much, but it's there. Okay. Also, Sacrosanct Castiel. Yes, I blame him for so much. It is all his fault that I am now obsessed with Cards Against Humanity. It's all his fault that I got into the Strictly Business Mafia-verse. I blame him because it is all his fault. But he is awesome. He is an awesome cast. He is I love him. We have this thread going that is just so awesome. He is so cool, and you have to, if you don't follow him, you need to go follow him because seriously, he is awesome. All right, that's King Crowley to you. Another Crowley blog, known around Tumblr as Kingsley, which I believe is Sacrosanct's fault. But yes, another Crowley. Very, very cool. Also in the Strictly Business Mafia-verse as Roddy McLeod, the boss of the Demon family. Very awesome, very cool person. You should definitely check them out. Aluska-Roo. Yes, I am putting a shout out to Aluska-Roo. She is one of the first people who started RPing with me whenever I got on. She is really sweet. She's really lovely. I love her to death. I think she is awesome. She has an OC character and she's just really, really cool. I love her to death. I love her to pieces. And I had to mention her because she's just awesome. Okay, Don't Scratch the Walls. Yes, another Sammy blog. Very, very awesome. The Mun is just absolutely cool. We are currently working on a thread that just got started, and we're going to see how that goes. It's going to be very interesting, and I can't wait. I can't wait for that. Dean the frickin' Winchester. Yes, have to give a shout out to them. Just recently started a thread. It's going to be with Demon Dean and Boy King Sam. Yes, you might have noticed that I prefer some of the darker sides of Sam. I like to explore the things that didn't actually happen in the episodes. So, that's what I like to do. Zeppelin Road Trip. Yes, shout out to Zeppelin Road Trip. Helping me out with my Wincest thing. Yes, yes. My primary OTP is Wincest, and my OT3 is Wincestiel. I am so into that. If you're not, that's cool. I have no problem with anyone who ships anything. Um, you know, because I figure it's personal, choice, what you like, what you don't, and, whatever. Okay, moving on. Shattered Destiny and Empty Bottles. Yes, I have to mention them. They are awesome. They are cool. Their writing is fabulous. I have a couple of threads going with them, and I had to mention them because I just love them. I love our threads. They are so cool. Ice Queen 102990. Yes. Rihanna. She is an OC character, and Sammy kind of thinks of her as a little sister. They've got a couple things going, and yeah, you should follow her. She's really cool. I love her to death. She is kind of think of her as my second daughter. She's very sweet. And most recently, I have just been introduced to a demon Cass, wearing a broken crown. Yes, we are plotting to get something started, and we'll see how that goes. And of course, I was an advanced placement. Kevin RP, she sent me most of the questions that I answered. I'm sorry I couldn't answer all of them because there were a lot of questions, and this video is already 32 minutes long. So I am going to sign out and say, oh, by the way, I don't remember if I mentioned my name. I'm known as Amber. That's the most common name that people call me. So you can use Amber, and that's cool. Or my URL, or Sammy. Although Sammy is Sammy, and I'm Amber, and But yes, okay. Now I'm rambling. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I didn't come across as entirely idiotic and stupid. And I hope I don't lose any followers over this. Thank you, all of my followers. 154 followers. I just started this blog in November. That's more followers than any Tumblr blog I have. I love all of you. I thank you for following me. I have no idea how you found me. I don't know why you follow me, but it is so awesome. I love RPing. I love all the people I've been interacting with. It has been a cool experience for me, and I hope that I can continue to RP with all of you, because it is the greatest fun that I have had in years, and I'm meeting some really cool people, and I love it to death. So, alright, I'm gonna go now, and bye.